Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the right of me is my man.
I'm back, bitches. I know y'all didn't care for that pocket, dude, but I'm back. Y'all didn't even get an interview session last week, so
we did not. No,
I know y'all didn't
not
care for that shit. His voice is just deep. That's it.
He did all right, man. He did great.
Man,
Shout out
he
to
fucked
P.O.
up the opening, man.
I had to beg some motherfuckers to come out here to help me do the show.
Man, he couldn't even get the woo. He couldn't even get that shit.
You know what? Radicus actually did
a
pretty good job of filling in there.
Shouts out to P.O., man. That's my man.
What up, P.O.?
That's my man.
Yeah, Radicus came out and hung out during the mix show.
He part of the reason why I'm still getting birthday bottles and shit
a week
later. Man, appreciate everybody on the birthday. Shouts out all
Happy
love.
birthday, Meeks, in person.
Man, it's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
It's all good.
How was your weekend? You went to Memphis, right?
Yeah, I went to the crib. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. It really was a family check for me. I just wanted to go see everybody. I ain't been home in a minute, so
all right.
I caught up with as many as I could, and it was all love.
All right, everybody's good?
Everybody good, man.
All right.
No complaints.
What else is going on?
Nothing much, man. Not much. It's a Monday night.
Monday night, feeling all right.
Feeling all right. 120 proof in the air.
120. We got 3 bourbons in the house
We
tonight.
do.
But one of them we're not cracking, though.
Yeah, I'm not cracking that. That's going back with me.
Yeah.
But them other two ain't no hoe in there. Ain't no hoe ass bourbon in here, man.
No, there's not.
Nah, ain't no well liquor in here, man. We top shelf.
Not tonight. There's plenty of nights where there are.
Yeah,
but
we
not
do
tonight.
it. Don't get it twisted. We do it, but not tonight. Not this Monday night. How about you, homie? What's going on?
Oh, it's good. You know, the missus turned 40 a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of had a delayed celebration, so we were out of town this weekend.
Okay.
Just kicking back. My mom and her dad and his wife came down.
I was
and
thinking it was your anniversary, but I'm off.
No, that's in June.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so we got away for the weekend.
Nice.
And yeah, man, I actually feel rested for once, which is
that's what's up.
You know how you go on vacation, you need a fucking vacation.
Yeah, when you get back,
especially when you got 4 kids.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually feel rested for once.
Well, this was a grown up vacation.
Yeah, just me and her.
Yeah,
man. 3.5 days.
Yeah,
man. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
grade A
but
sleeping in.
I'll get back to not being rested in about 48 hours. It won't take too long.
Yeah, this will do it tonight. This right here.
This cancel all that progress out.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be back to being sleep deprived before you know
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, glad to have you back, dude.
Man, glad to be back, man.
Yes, sir.
But I enjoyed that mix show was that shit
fire.
was dope.
Right. I haven't even listened back to it yet.
That motherfucker went hard.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that.
That shit went hard.
Radicus brought the exclusives, man. He got crazy joints. Those 2 projects for real are nuts.
Yeah.
We're gonna play some more joints because they actually dropped.
They dropped, right?
Yeah, they dropped.
Okay.
They dropped. So Radicus and Aldovino and Radicus and Mooch.
Yeah.
So we were actually supposed to have an interview session with Mooch.
I know.
This
Still
evening.
a little turmoil there.
I mean, no turmoil. I mean, I just don't understand.
We'll never understand
why things unfolded the way they did.
We'll never
but nonetheless,
understand.
it actually worked out perfect.
Yeah, this newfangled rap shit, we'll never understand.
Yes. So we won't get down into that hole. But,
we go in that hole.
No. There's no reason to.
We don't want to do that?
No reason.
I've been off for a week, man. I want to talk some shit.
Oh, we're going to talk some shit.
Okay, we'll talk
It
some
actually
shit.
worked out a lot better. It actually worked out well. What's going to unfold tonight? It worked out a lot better. And
You
the
better
timing
know
was
it.
perfect.
You better know
So
it.
with that being said, let's get down to business. But right before we do that, this is Southern Vangard Radio. If you don't know, we drop twice a week. On Tuesdays, it's a mix show. On Thursdays, it's an interview session. Just playing all new hip hop joints. No old shit, all latest and greatest. Probably came out last week or came out 2 hours ago sometimes, depending on when things drop in.
Right.
But make sure you follow on all your podcast platforms, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcast, Spotify Podcast. We're on YouTube. All the interviews hit YouTube. They've been a little funny with the mix shows here lately. I don't know if it's been like the track selection or whatever, but I've been getting blocked like a motherfucker posting those mix shows.
That's crazy.
So you might be able to catch a mix here and there, but they're clamping down pretty tough here lately.
Okay.
But make sure you subscribe on all those platforms, and we have some affiliates as well, right, Meeks?
Absolutely. ATLHipHop.com. I am ClassicRawRadio.net. Return of the BoomBap WRBB. X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all those here in Atlanta, and then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio.
All right,
Cali.
Welcome.
How
do we introduce these two gentlemen? This is actually a really special treat because we have two guests with us in studio this evening.
Dude, I really don't know, man.
What do we do?
I don't want to sound like no old man shit, but one of these cats I had literally watched grow up. This other cat is from planet P932X. It's been here for 1 million years. His spaceship crashed and he just never left. This motherfucker live in Atlanta now. Yeah, I don't know what this. I don't know, man. I know I'm honored to be in their presence right now because the shit is fucking awesome. When you talk about, I don't even want to limit it to like ATL hip hop. Shit is worldwide, you know what I'm saying? But
absolutely,
when you talk about the ATL streets and the music that has come from it, like you got two generals right here.
Yes, sir. All right, without any further ado, the one and only Four Eyes and Senor KAOS.
Ultra Beast.
Hey, what up?
Ultra Beast.
What's up, y'all?
What up? 200 episodes deep, man. We in here.
Yeah.
With the guard.
This interview 188, ain't it?
188, 189, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Episode 228 of the mix show.
Yeah, 220.
Yeah,
220.
Man. It's wild.
229.
229. Yeah, 229. I can't keep track.
Sound like y'all got
activity,
cleavage,
man. Activity.
Cleavage all over the place. I love it.
We getting them in, man.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. So what's going on? We got a new record. I mean,
why are you here?
Why are you? There's a lot
why
of reasons.
Why are you way out here in West Hale?
It's new music to be heard.
No doubt.
It's new music to be heard. We just finished the album. It's called United.
Yeah.
Coming out 11/8, November 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And just excited about it, man. It sounds beautiful and want the world to hear it.
That's what's up.
All right. So, what prompted this? I don't know. This, I don't want to say return. That sounds kind of corny, but I mean.
Man, unfinished business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How long has the album been in the works?
For how long has the album been in the works, man?
Man, you ever seen one of them movies when like they start off in like 1301 BC or something like that, and then they show you a scene and then they like flash forward to present day? It's like one of them demos to where like the symmetry and a cohesive Fibonacci sequence of the universe done culminated to bring two monumentous individuals back together, almost as if, like he said, it's unfinished business. And now we is materializing in this physically tangible world the essence of great hip-hop music the way it need to be from the time it was invented.
So, listeners, basically what he said was their great-great-granddad is originally started this album, and it's just been passed down from generation to generation for them to complete it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They got verses that was recorded on phonograph that they
what's that whack ass movie that Tom Hanks did with Halle Berry? Cloud Atlas. It's like Cloud Atlas to where
I had no answer for that. Halle Berry and Tom Hanks.
Exactly. This movie.
I was about to say Forrest Gump.
No. Halle Berry wasn't in Forrest Gump.
You sure?
Positive.
You might be right.
Two Oscar-nominated folks, totally different movies. You can't You cannot mix Forrest Gump and Monsters Ball. That's totally different. The sex scene will be all messed up now.
You might be right.
But yes, like I said, we've been working on this project for generations. It spans over different levels of time, almost like Avengers.
Hey man, as long as
like
it come out, man, I know that grind all too well. You know what I'm saying? So But the music that y'all do create, and when it does come out, it's timeless. So we ain't got to worry about none of that.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
So we premiered a joint underground scene, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I believe.
Dope. Thank
That's
you, sir.
when we kind of got the official, I guess, announcement that this was happening.
Yeah, this was happening.
KAOS, you were kind of teeing me up, like, we
Yeah,
working
yeah.
on some shit, and then like something just drops in, and there we go. So
Just that easy.
Underground scene was like Godzilla's fins coming up out of the water. And then, like, this next stuff we're about to drop is like full-fledged Godzilla out the water in the city, kicking buildings and shit
On
over.
fire and all kinds of shit.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Crazy DJ Bizarro, man, in New York.
man, the
Produced
joint.
that joint and Sel Navarro on the video. Dropped a single, then came back with the video.
the video just dropped, right?
Yeah, the
Last week?
video came a couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks
Who
ago.
was on the visuals for that?
Sel Navarro.
Sal Navarro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our guy, man.
Dope.
What's
it was
his story?
crispy.
How you know Sal?
It was crispy, man.
It is crispy.
Color was
Yeah, it was
phenomenal.
It was 101 degrees that day. We shot that
Super
joint.
hot, right?
Yeah. We had to get out early in the morning.
I'm gonna make like multiple movie references for this interview. Remember the Riddick movie when the sun was so hot they had to like run into the shade to prevent themselves from being scorched to death? That's how hot it was
Right.
the day we was filming.
I watch a lot of
Talk.
movies. Riddick is Vin Diesel,
Yep,
early
yep.
Vin Diesel, right?
But it was pitch black, then it's Chronicles of Riddick, then it's Riddick.
Damn. Yeah, you got me.
This is deep.
I was stretching to pull Vin Diesel out.
The whole point is, if you wasn't off the streets by Atlanta 3rd, you don't want to put you definitely over my head the wrong way. But you had to be off the streets of Atlanta by 11:30 that day. It was extremely hot, so we was up shooting by 6 a.m.
Ooh, I was hating them days, man.
What's Sel's story? How do you know him?
Okay, so I was coming up out of the pizza shop on Edgewood, and two dudes were riding down the bike, in which they had a conversation prior to my knowledge of them, where Sel Navarro was looking for some dope content creators to help him create some content. You know, he was a master of some visuals, but he wanted some dope ass artists and stuff to work with. So then his homeboy was like, "Hey man, that's Forrest right there, man. He's one of like dopest freestylers in Atlanta." He's like, "Oh word, man, we should introduce him." He said, "Hey man, no, we'll get with him later." He said, "No man, let's do that shit now." I don't mean to be racist, but one of them is Latino. I'm just made both of them Latino for the purpose of the story.
It works.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So they straight up rolled up on me fresh off the belt line on Edgewood and was like, "Yo," introduced themselves, and I was like, "Yo, let's definitely work together." And then it took a minute, but I hit him up like, "Yo, you still ready to get busy?" And he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to put the work in, son." So then we hooked up, and I found out this nigga got the same birthday as we both was September 14th.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
that out.
Yep. Like this is after we shot the video. So like we done did a whole project together and then started another one, and then which through conversation I found out the reason why we worked so good together and he is so thorough is because he is anally meticulous like I am.
Gotcha. All right.
It is.
Damn. So did you guys plan to do like the video originally, or like it's been 4 years since the last project? I mean, a lot of stuff's changed as far as putting out music and how the world works. Like, what's kind of the plan or the idea with this record?
Well, like he said, earlier with just coming out the water for the first time, that's when underground scene was. I mean, it was just like, it was that appetizer that we wanted to put out there. And, we knew we could do a dope video around it. And really it's just, the video just ties back to the song. It's the underground scene. Like all throughout the video, we're showcasing. It wasn't about us. It's like, let's showcase some of the other art that's happening in the city. So the whole video is just inspired by showcasing all the dope visual artists in the city and showing their pieces and putting that on the forefront and just drawing more attention to the scene that exists here in Atlanta. Like you got to think like every city has its scene. It's underground scene, quote unquote. And a lot of them have pop globally. But when it comes to Atlanta, people look at us as the hip hop capital of the world, but they only look at us for one sound of music. And so it was just about showcasing the other sound that exists here. I call it the Atlanta Untrapped. And
the
we're a part
culture
of
that
that.
exists
The other
here.
side, you know what I mean? So
right.
we're a part of that. So we wanted to showcase that out the gate, just to help tell the story and everything else. And like Ford said, man, the rest is it's fire, heat, it's mayhem, it's fun, it's bars, it's crazy beats,
Yeah.
but it's good beats and good rhymes, you know, and
Right.
that's what y'all know us for individually. So we bringing that together.
Yeah.
Man, good beats and rhymes featuring Wordsworth, Punchline, Head Crack, number 2, Alexander Blaine, and what is that?
Greatness is easy.
Yeah.
Greatness is easy. The name ain't, but yeah.
You are correct. Shout out to everybody on Delta Terminals. Look,
I see that now. Okay. All right. That's that 120 right there. Production from Don Cannon. Drugs Beats. E. Jones, Illustrate, Crazy DJ Bizarro, Spitswell. Well done, gentlemen.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
I can't wait. I know this gonna go to next summer.
Well, this is just foreplay. We just finna eat the booty for like 45 minutes, and then the next project is just all like deep pipe and balls deep pipe.
Disclaimer: KAOS is not eating no booty.
Disclaimer number 2. I've eaten a lot of things, but Buddha is not one of them.
Hey man, y'all racist. I just want to let you, the two of y'all together, that's just completely racist. For y'all have never to eaten no booty. And it's finna be 2020 and y'all ain't eating
so
no
be it.
That's
I wouldn't
racist,
give a fuck if it was 30-30. Unless that shit got essential vitamins and minerals in it.
Yeah. But Meeks, you said, man, the next summer is you know, the I think one of the most interesting things about just being an indie artist and being underground is, man, just the element of discovery and how people still discover our music individually and how we'll put this project out. We got more coming after, and people will go back and discover this. Like it's a beautiful thing, and people can just always discover your music, and it's new to somebody.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Timeless music.
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
Whenever they get a hold of it, it's gonna be good.
Man,
just like the Smurfs.
It's gonna be an experience.
Just like the Smurfs,
Yeah.
So why?
Yeah, man, the Smurfs, only Gargamel believed they existed, but they was there. That's how Atlanta hip-hop is. We know it's there, but don't nobody believe us.
Do you feel like it's still like that?
No, that's real.
I mean, for the expectation of what Atlanta represents, we know that we are the champions of a new campaign for what, you know, hip-hop looks like. Or even, we could compartmentalize it, fractal it down, break it into subgenres or whatever, but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's not just the bass heavy club music that is now, like when you say hip hop, like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is like, you know, hip hop is like on the fence, is like a tug of war to really definitively outline the fabric of what hip hop is, to where it's like, you know, if we said Nazi, we know what that is. You know what I'm saying? There's no confusion. But with hip hop, it's like, what are you really saying now? What do you mean? Is it this? Is it that?
I don't know. I thought we had gotten past that.
The thing about Atlanta, man, it's a city that has global influence, but there's still a lot of people who have not been here, have not stepped foot here. And there's certain things in Atlanta that you only see when you're here. So we get this perception, like people, you know, I know this from traveling. You go to places and you say you're from Atlanta, and people are like, oh, I know this. You know, I know I know this. And you're like, damn, that's all you know about.
Right.
The city,
and on that in that aspect, it's a visibility thing. Would you say like what the world sees about Atlanta is what they see and what they know. I see what I got it. Because thinking about all the people that have come through this city, been here, it's been real hip hop here for a very long time.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? But the visibility of the interaction here with those luminaries is not worldwide. You know, you'll see that shit when you, just like you said, when you hear.
Yeah,
I got you. I'm with you on that. Agreed.
So, what did you guys? What'd you try to achieve feature wise on this thing? I mean, we just rattled off all the features, but was this like an organic thing or planned out or what?
I think whenever we do features, it's always organic because we've never, you know, even throughout our solo piece and before this project, really reach out to people like, yo, get on this record if you know you don't know them and you don't vibe with them. So
right.
I mean, 95% of the folks on the record, like we already done work with Punchline.
Right.
You know, it's a homie, Wordsworth. Number two, like we've been doing stuff with them, you know, spanning 10 years.
Long
like, it's
time.
been a ton of
Right.
music. And then there's, you know, a couple other artists that are newer that, that, you know, we're pulling into the fold because they're dope and got a dope sound, and we want to start working with them. And that's Greatness is Easy. That's Alexander Blaine. Like they're on the record on a couple joints. So, but nah, it's always organic. It has to be because we indie, and so ain't no budget to throw around. You call you up, it goes a couple stacks. Nah, it ain't that. So you know, so it's, you know, it's our family, man. It's our folks and it's our family, and it's folks that have they see this thing like we see it, right? And we're just all trying to build something together. That's what the Ultra Beast is about.
As it should be.
Yeah. Explain the Ultra Beast concept, guys. Like where'd that come from?
It's just simple, man. It's you know, you take two people that are already beasts, you put them together, you got a twice dominant. You know, you got something that's even more superior than it was before. So I'm a beast, he a beast. Put us together, it's Ultra Beast.
Right. How'd you guys know one another?
KAOS said something about my glasses in a freestyle at some show.
No, I didn't.
Like,
That's totally not what we have down, sir.
He used to be in a group with a dude who got Down syndrome, and KAOS would always freestyle and talk about people in the audience, and he would always disrespect whoever's in the audience. He would always disrespect them in the freestyle, like while he was on stage. So I just always remember, like, KAOS was just like, yo, and I'll smack your glasses off like 4 eyes, or I'll I make you have to see, but you can't see like 4 eyes. It was always just something in reference to, like, I was like, damn, really?
So this the thing. This the thing, and Meeks can testify. Like when I came onto the scene making music, I was, 15, 16 years old. And it was all about freestyling back then. It was all about ciphers. It was all about MC battles, the whole nine. Mm-hmm. And for me, it was just like coming in as the underdog. Just because I'm the youngest person here that's not even supposed to be here. And so it was about making sure I had people's attention. Mm-hmm. So, whenever we do those things, I say things.
Man, you want to talk about energy and
I say things just to get your attention.
Wire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now, to really answer the question, man, we know each other through hip hop. We know each other through the Atlanta hip hop scene, and I saw for it, probably go back to Resurrection days. Mm-hmm. We're talking late '90s, and I saw 4 on stage, and doing this thing, and then he came out with the Uncut Rocks joint, like, and that shit had the streets on fire. Like, the shit had the streets on fire. So, I was already like, yo, this dude's nice.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm. And we worked on music, long time ago. Just, song, verse here, whatever. And we just kind of went our separate ways. I see him doing his thing, he see me doing our thing. But there's always love, always respect for each other. And at one point, we just got together, start building more.
Gotcha.
And, I found out we got a lot of differences, but a lot of commonalities. But it just spilled over to the music. And I feel like classic example, probably one of the first joints
that officially did.
Yeah. We were hanging out at Rasta Root, and we were hanging out at Rasta Root's lab, and I think Jay Force was there, and he was like,
had came through.
Yeah. He was like, yo, y'all here? Well, yeah, Punch came through. He was like, yo, y'all here? Do something. Like, y'all gotta. He was like, yeah.
I remember that joint.
Yeah.
Root pulled up the beat, recorded on the spot.
Somewhere in my house, I have live video footage of that performance at the bench.
Yeah. Hey, man, send it.
That bench was the first time we did it.
Send it. Yeah. Right. Man, wow.
Yeah, I got that. Did y'all ever get the bench DVD from the live performances they compiled?
Man, I'm sure it's somewhere.
I got that shit.
I seen someone.
Shout out to Lurch, man.
Shouts out to Lurch. Yo, that was one of the things I was going to ask you, because I have known you since your high school days. What was your like being in the club that early? Homie, John, I'll never forget this shit.
Oh, I got one of these stories too.
I went to see Doom. I was trying to figure
same
shit,
show.
Right? Was that the Yin Yang, or was it Apache yet?
No, it was Kaya.
Nah. It wasn't Kaya. It was I want to. It had just switched.
Like it had just switched.
I think it had just switched to Apache. It wasn't Yin Yang no more.
Anyway, we in this motherfucker waiting on Doom to show up for however long. Young head comes bopping in, backpack fully intact, tight as shit on his back. And I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, we going to jail tonight. I was like, this a grown folk spot, right? What is this kid doing in here? I ain't say nothing. I'm just observing and inching my way towards the door. Cause when they come in here to shut this bitch down, I'm out. But eventually I made my way to the back. I saw Doom bust through the back door, look around on the patio, and went back in real quick. And everybody like, yo, that was Doom right there. I was like, that wasn't no motherfucking MF Doom. I was like, why he had that mask on? I was like, that's Doom. Okay. This man right here and his Down syndrome friend, as far as so eloquently.
Y'all can put that on me.
Yo, for real.
I will take responsibility.
Yo, no bullshit. Had my jaw on the floor because the energy, just a fucking live wire. And he came, it seemed like his only mission was to tear that shit down. Mm-hmm. And right after he got through, he broke out because he knew what time it was.
Yeah.
So one of the questions, just thinking about times like that, like what was your teenage, your early teen years, your teenage years, your junior high school years here in Atlanta? What was that like for you? Because it seemed like you were tapped in so early, like so much earlier than a lot of us.
Yeah.
What was that like for you, and what was your mindset like during that time?
Well, for me, I was the only person around like my neighborhood that was like focused on music and trying to rap and even being inspired by the stuff I'm inspired by, just raw hip hop stuff. Right. So, even in school, like everybody's rapping by high school. Right. And you rapping and my shit's different. What I'm listening to is different. What I'm wearing is different.
Right.
So, a lot of people couldn't really connect with me on a lot of levels. And that's kind of when I think I started to realize, like, I started to vibe with people that were a little older than me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I started hanging out with older brothers, right? And that became the ride. Right, I can get around now, right?
Okay,
So now I'm able to get around and get an opportunity to hit different spots and get into joints. And that piece was even harder because it's like nobody's there to take you serious, and you're underage. So people are like, we can't even legally, or we not supposed to let you in here. Yeah, so you always got to show up, and I got to rap. Like I spit 3-4 verses like at the door for the month just to get in this joint,
right?
And then to do whatever I had to do after. So
right.
But no, it was a beautiful time, and for me during that time, all I had was radio was a lifeline because internet. We ain't had no computer, so on internet.
Right.
So it was just college radio.
Yeah,
like between J Force on 89.3 and 88.5 and 91.1 even. Like it was just listening to that became the lifeline to say, oh, okay, I see it's other people out here that are kind of doing what I want to do.
Right.
And then, getting out in the streets every week, I discovered Tape Masters. And probably freshman year. Once I discovered that, it was just like, it's a whole nother world out here. Like this exists. And
don't you dare close your eyes. Y'all, forget it, man, if you don't know.
I don't know. I want you to enlighten us, though.
Aladdin, it's a whole new world. And the next line is, don't you dare close your eyes. Come on, man. Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
I got a good KAOS story. I just moved
he
here.
ain't even got the 120 proof.
Right.
No 120 proof.
Exactly.
Showed up
don't give
on
it to it. Yeah. Just don't drink it. So I went to this was also a Doom show, but it was at Kaya.
That was a Halloween night.
I believe it was.
Lewis's Lounge Joint. Was it Lewis's Lounge Joint?
Micronauts and Doom and
C-Rays.
Yes, C-Ray. Yes, C-Rays. So I just gotten there. And this is the first guy I ran into. And he introduced himself. I introduced myself, and I don't know why. Oh, you know what I was doing? Remember that mix CD I have that I did with Coop from HDZ, the Art Varies from Head to Head? I was giving out this mix CD. So I gave it out, and at the time I was thinking about changing my name, and I don't know why. This motherfucker cornered me, and you were talking my ear off, and we were just like, I don't know what we were doing. We were just hanging out talking shit. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about changing my name. And you're like, fuck that. Your name's John Doe. You ain't changing that for shit. You're not changing your fucking name. Fuck that, man. There's so much energy, dude. I was just like, wow.
Dude, that
and
show
then
was so dope.
Crazy.
Then I came to find out earlier, like later on, like, you know, this guy was like 16 or 17 years old.
Yeah.
17 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy. That show was so live, man. I was, for whatever reason,
10 p.m. Do you know where your kids
Right.
are?
Right, exactly.
For whatever reason, man, I was drinking wine that night. It was a Halloween night. I don't know why, but I almost got kicked out because I got into it with the bartender.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because she got mad because I threw $1 at her.
Wow. That doesn't sound like
that was a wild night.
Rest in peace, Kaya.
Yeah, right.
Man, whoa, boy.
I think it was the last show I saw there. Good show. Anyway,
that was a great fucking show, though.
Anyway, I'll never forget that, man.
Yeah.
That's a great
Hell
story.
yeah.
And I didn't change my name because of that.
My man.
You know?
And early 4 Eyes for me is street promotions.
Boy.
Various labels. One in particular, but I used to always see him out doing work because I come from that background as well. I did street promotions out here for West Coast labels. And used to hit all the record stores, be at the clubs, putting shit up on the poles, stickers and windshields and all that shit. So I definitely remember that. But we had and you always associated with some type of animal act too, because early on it was 4 Eyes and the Bear.
Yep.
We had Primo Jab in here not too long ago. We was talking about that. Shouts out to Primo. And talking about being in the trenches and seeing some of the same things, like this room right here, like we probably, you know, combined got so many stories, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when you think of these two gentlemen, you speak of these two gentlemen, these are our peers. They soldiers like us with this shit. They want to keep this shit going. They want to see it get better and better. So it's always a salute from me. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Love, man.
Respect.
Absolutely. Right on back.
Always a salute.
You guys
from me.
are both from Chicago originally, right? Chicago area?
Nope.
He one of them New York cats.
Yeah, that's
Wait, I thought
false.
you both were.
I grew up out here.
Yeah.
I thought you had ties to Chicago.
Now, I got family in Chi.
Yeah, family.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I got family.
Okay.
I got family in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
A lot
all
of fam. I got fam everywhere. But no, I grew up out here. I know he came down later, but yeah,
I'm talking about.
we both been here long enough that it's the crib, this home.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's wild though, cause like KAOS daddy bust a nut in New York, and then they transported the sperm to Atlanta. The whole sperm grew up in Atlanta, but KAOS is still talk like a New York nigga, like no matter what. This is hilarious to me. Yo, B, don't nobody wear Tim's down here but me, son.
I'm gonna have to get another drink. Man.
Right.
I wasn't ready.
Ditto.
I wasn't
Me
ready.
neither.
I wasn't ready.
No. Where's this going?
I was like, oh, I didn't know you actually, like, I could have swore you actually spent some time in a borough. Like, nope. Dad just whole skeet, put on a plane skeet, came straight to Atlanta. Skeet in a test tube, grew up in Atlanta.
Yo, you gonna let that man call you test tube baby like that, man? You ain't gotta take that shit.
I mean,
Watch out! Watch out!
still plugged in.
Watch out! Watch out!
I didn't mean like a wholehearted test tube, baby. Like
We not doing that.
like there was some, like, it's not all, you know, Bunsen burners and beakers and shit. Like there's actually some. It's not all artificial insemination. He's a human, damn it. He's a human.
For when you hit Atlanta, what year?
Ooh, April 16th, 1999. I got my last paycheck April 15th, and I packed up my shit and put it all in a Toyota Corolla and drove it on down here, and then got popped for driving under the influence.
Dang.
Calhoun, Georgia, Gordon County, 60 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia.
Damn.
But that's my introduction.
So I have another wild story kind of associated with this. Actually, now that I think about it, I met both of you motherfuckers as soon as I got here. So I met this guy Kaya. I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were at some show. And this is around that time because I moved here in July 2000. So some show at Center Stage or Vinyl or something, and we were outside. and you were trying to find a ride home because you couldn't drive.
That sounds accurate.
And someone in the crowd knew that I lived in Kennesaw. And you heard that, or somebody told you that.
Because I
and
stayed
you lived
off
in
South
Marietta.
Cobb Drive.
Exactly. I gave you a ride home.
Wow, I completely do not remember that
Yeah.
at all.
You probably would not. But the reason I remember is
that's
because
crazy.
it was literally probably one of the first, like, meeting the two of you were probably the first, like, my first experiences being out and trying to network and meet folks and go to shows and shit like that.
That's crazy.
And
I'm starting to remember it.
yeah, man. So I gave you a lift. I gave you a lift home that night.
I'm like, I was either super thirsty. I'm like, well, how did I get out but not have a ride back?
Right.
I must have really wanted to be out that night.
You just had to get out. That was
I
the first and foremost thing on your mind.
Yeah.
I need to leave from where I am now.
Yeah,
I'll figure that other shit out later on.
I don't know. I don't know what show was. Yeah, I don't know what show it was.
Final though.
And actually,
great.
I was so shocked because I knew that no one lived out near me, and I was just like, man, this guy actually lives close to me. I'm like, maybe this could work out. We could, build on some rap shit or some music shit or whatever, right?
And
But anyway, it's wild.
Oh yeah, because I ain't have a license for years. I had a car with no license, so that went
off of that charge up north.
because I was from Chicago and all my everything. So then Atlanta and then the system, they shit slow down here. So then I had to go back to Chicago and paperwork, and it was.
Damn.
But I'm talking about boy.
Yeah,
I stayed in South Cobb. Dude, Lala was my first roommate. Those were the days.
Lala.
Say what?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Lala
Hold on,
Anthony.
hold
She
on.
used to be a co-host with Chris Love and Poon Daddy on 107.9.
No shit.
Future Flavors.
No shit.
And when I came down here visiting, I met her, and she was moving out of her mama crib. I needed somewhere to stay, and she was like, yo, if you fuck with Chris, then you got to be cool. What was she calling me? Player Tone? Tony Player. Player Tone. Yeah, let's I'll be real, let's do it. So we ran it. But then, like, it was dope because, once again, hot chicks always have hot chick friends. But then,
Always.
But then just even, like, thinking back on the folks that was coming to the crib, like, dude from Sporty Thieves was calling the crib, leaving voicemail message. Too Short was calling the crib, leaving voicemail message. I'm pretty sure Guru called the crib, left voicemail message.
Dude, I was doing street promotions for Good Vibe. Good Vibe came here to Atlanta for, I forget what it was. The cat name was Mike Heat. He had me.
I remember Mike.
I was gonna say that sounds very familiar.
He had me take. He wanted to know if it was a IKEA out here because he wanted to get Lala a table for her turntables because she had been showing so much love. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's the hell.
And that was Side Girl for a minute. Might have to cut that, but I just my shit popping right now. Like my shit firing on all cylinders right now. I'm just remembering shit. Like this shit is fucking crazy. You used to live with Lala.
360, man.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, man.
crazy.
Wild shit.
She
My
got
homeboy used to fuck Lady G. I'm sorry. I know you remember Lady G from Hot 97. KK and Bootleg and Lady G.
before my time.
For real?
Yep. A lot of the names are real familiar, but
Yeah.
I didn't. These are all
That was
names that I
was
heard.
That was the first time Hot 97 dropped here in Atlanta. Hot 97 dropped here in Atlanta, and it was automated.
See, when Hot 97 was off of Old National, that's when I was visiting. Once I
Okay.
moved down here,
Yeah.
they had went
they
downtown to the
Yeah.
bank building, and they was now 107.9. They
yeah.
had a higher wattage and all that
Yeah,
good
I
stuff.
remember Old National because I was living off Old National.
WHTA.
Yeah, and I threw my 12-inch up to goddamn Poon Daddy from the parking lot like a fucking frisbee. Here, nigga. Caught that shit. All right, bro, we got. I was like, hey man, I'm in the rap pages this month too, man. The one with Jermaine Dupri on the cover. Take that too. Just flew that up to the window.
Yo!
Man, all that shit is coming. Like, it's crazy. What are we doing? I'm sorry.
I don't
Let me
know.
get back on top.
We were discussing rapper promotion etiquette in
Yes.
the late 90s, early 2000s.
Man,
Oh,
don't get me
God.
started on that. Did you ever almost catch a charge for that shit?
No. Well, I take that back. Doing the 4 Eyes, during the great 4 Eyes sticker campaign in 2007, we was off Greenbrier.
Oh yeah.
And we was going ham, and police had pulled up right behind us because we riding on the expressways and we're pulling over on the exits, and then we getting out and then walking up the ramp, putting stickers on all the poles, coming back down to the car, and then driving to the next exit. So that's how we doing. We get to Greenbrier now. I think we was about done. This is probably the last one. And because it's like we got hit Greenbrier, but
got to.
I'm talking about police car pull up on us, and everybody got stickers, but we happened to be dispersed really well. And the police officer rolled up on me first. I don't know why everybody want to roll up on me first, like I got all the answers. But I told
you look wise.
I told dude that what did I say? I said we had ran out of gas. And this nigga had a full tank of gas in the car. And we was all panhandling, trying to get an extra $1 to go to the gas station. That's what we was doing on the corner. And then he was down to kind of help us out for a minute until I asked him for a couple extra dollars. That's when he was like, oh, nigga, y'all on your own. And he drove off.
Police?
Yeah, but we had to go buy a gas tank at that time to actually make it look like we needed gas. And it was just this whole extra spill. That was the closest we had come, though.
You caught some TV coverage, though, didn't you?
Yep.
That's only because when you put up like close to, well, we had 20,000 stickers to start. And I want to say we at least put up half maybe in Atlanta. And it was an eyesore. I believe that's what.
Dude, you had to put
they was hella late.
up. You had
that shit was everywhere.
Man. You talking about the metal poles? I'm talking about going up at least 10, 15 feet.
If you've ever been watching the news and they say, "Do you have anything that you'd like to report on in your community? Please give us a call or email us." Yeah, somebody did that about the stickers.
About your stickers.
So then they sent out a whole team and they started the whole expose, and they
didn't you tell me chick rolled up on you and said, we've been looking for you for a long time?
No, it wasn't a long time. I was on my way to my weed man's house, and she just happened to be getting off Bill Kennedy, where like we fucked I-20. I-20 going east, we fucked that up.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even make it going I-20 back west. All we did was hit I-20 going east. So I'm coming down Bill Kennedy, and she's getting off for I-20 at the light. And I'm driving the minivan with my face on the side of it, with me pulling my shirt off, and it say 4 Eyes big as hell. So all she's been doing is looking at 4 Eyes all afternoon. So then when the van goes by, she's like, motherfucker. She just pulls out right behind me, swoops right in the parking deck.
Yep.
Are you Tony Hayes? I'm like, oh, that's my government. What's this all about? Then she hit me with the paperwork, talking about yeah. An investigation has been started. You need to go to court. But I was like, these stickers are like 10 years old.
Right.
Though. But in court, she said she counted about 3,000 stickers before she stopped. She just got tired. Dang. And they was finna give me 15 counts at $500 a count. But I was like, do y'all have any video of me doing this?
Right.
Because I am 4 Eyes. I will take responsibility for that. But unless you have video, the company that did this ain't together. The label that hired the company to do this ain't together. It's like, what are we really
ancient history.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
So, pay a little fine, did a little community service. God is good.
All the time. KAOS, you got chops in that promotion game too, man. Talk about it.
Hey, man. I caught a couple. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, because your energy is too damn high. You seen how John Doe said you told him not to change his name. So how you think you talking to officers of the law out in the damn street?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid, officer.
It was a couple, man.
I'm gonna tell you the only thing that saved me to this day. I love this story. And I've been here since '89, so I predate you by a decade. Kay, when you touched down in Atlanta?
93.
93. Been here since '89.
You was born in 93?
Nah.
I know your sperm came down off the plane.
I knew that was on the way. I was waiting for that.
Early 90s, man.
Been here since '89, 30 years officially. Still got Tennessee tags and license.
Oh, wow.
That's nuts.
For every encounter I've had with the police, I'm only visiting.
Oh, that's dope.
So the night I got stopped was over there off Crescent. There's another Good Vibe Promotions.
Oh, I thought it was Slum Village shit.
Yeah, but it was
on
that
Good Vibe,
Slum
right?
Village
Yeah.
came out on Good Vibe. Fantastic
That's
Volume 2 came out on Good Vibe.
That's right.
I got beautiful pictures, windshields decked out, telephone poles, posters stacked the fuck up. Beautiful. Just gorgeous work.
They can't rip all that shit down.
10 all white. They was either Chevy S10s or Ford F-150s. Rolled up on me, mid staple gun. Hey, come here. Yes, officer, how can I help you? You did all this up and down the street? Yeah, actually a couple of blocks over, I got some shit over there. You like that? What you doing? You going to jail. I was like, sir, I don't think so. Can we talk? You going to jail. We got
Famous
graffiti.
last words.
We got graffiti laws and all of that, and we've been trying to catch people like you. I was like, well, first of all, sir,
It's
I'm
Midtown.
not- Yeah.
This when they created the new police force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, sir, I'm not from here. Prove it. Damn, Tennessee license. Yeah, I'm a contractor. They sent me this work, said they wanted me to hit Atlanta. I drove in, thought I'd take care of a little business, and I'm on my way out of town, sir. I do not know about your laws. These laws do not exist where I live.
Damn.
So I didn't think I would have any problems. I'm so sorry.
Man.
He's like, look here, man. How fast can you get this down? I said, I can get this down immediately. You can time me. I'd already got my pictures and everything. I'm good. I'm gonna get my check regardless.
Listen here, man.
I pulled all that shit down, threw it back in my trunk, and I was good. Sent them pictures off in the morning. Sent me my check. We good. I was like, but unfortunately, I can no longer work for y'all in this capacity. You know what I'm saying? So, but yours go a little deeper than that because you had the parties on lock that everybody loved for so long. If we could talk about that. The Scion parties are legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. And that all stems from you beginning with the street promotions and you parlayed and into that, right?
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Beautiful times, man.
I still have a Scion thumb drive with like 2 MBs worth of space on that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, they did dope merch, man. You know, back then.
Dope merch.
Somebody hit me, told me they still had the socks, man. Cats, the socks, DJ bags. Like they did a lot of dope merch. But that was really around the time. You know, I did a project with a Japanese label and was doing shows and I came back and was really just kind of figuring out like what was going to be next. And the music money wasn't coming as fast. You know, it was really only coming if you had an album and was doing shows. Like, you know, so between albums, it was like, all right, how I'm going to sustain? So it's like marketing just became a piece of that, you know, street promotions and guerrilla marketing. And once I got into it, you know, it's just, you know, it blew, man. So
he was breathing that shit.
Yeah, it was a lot of accounts, a lot of clients. A lot of folks coming through and you know, put a stamp on that thing out here and whatnot. But yeah, the Midtown, when they created the new police force, man, they had my picture in that thing. We didn't we ain't see eye to eye, man. They had me through that thing jammed up many a times.
Yeah. Yeah, they hit me with the illest shit. They was like, these poles are private property. I'm like, how the fuck you how you figure?
10th Street.
I'm like, how you figure? I was like, private property. I'm like, who owns them? Georgia Power. Okay.
Yeah,
I just let them have that because I'm like, if
comeback.
I ask for another explanation on that, I'm probably gonna get in these cuffs, and I don't want that smoke. So yeah, I just left it at that, man. But street promotions, guerrilla marketing, parlay that over into the parties. What you was doing with Scion is the foray in the marketing with the shoe game and
brands,
and
yeah.
That's all connected, right?
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. It's been a beautiful journey.
That's what's up, man.
KAOS, what was the turning point for you when you were you know, doing the Scion shit and like you were really trying to you were kind of, you know, gaining a lot of traction? Like, was there a particular moment or a particular campaign or client that I don't know, kind of elevated things for you? Like, do you remember if there was a specific?
Yeah, I mean,
event?
it was probably that one. So when I started working, doing the work with Sion, they hired me to do one thing, like one event. And
what event was that?
It was Maceo from De La.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was.
Yeah, Maceo from De La. It was the very first joint.
That was at the Loft, right?
Nah. This was early. This was at some shit that don't even exist no more in true Atlanta club fashion.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was that one thing, and that one thing turned into 4 years worth of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, that was the time. It was like, I went from it being a side hustle to it was like, yo, it's money to be got out here, and I'm coming for it.
Yeah.
Didn't you promote loose cigarettes too?
Man, I promoted everything, bruh.
Because you had a couple brands that
we did Janelle Monáe's first show with tobacco sponsor. One of her first big shows. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, we was doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
We was doing a lot of shit, a lot of dope shit.
Where was that at and when?
It was at a studio. It was at Zach Wolf's photography studio.
Oh, okay.
Over in East Atlanta. And never forget, like the fire marshal came, shut it down. We had open bar, shit was packed. Fire marshal came, shut it down, and they cut the mic. And Janelle Monáe, like, she's so dope. Like, she could have just, like, yo, all right, I got my money. I'm out of here.
That's what she was doing.
She did a cappella. She told everybody, shut up. Walks to the front of the stage.
Nothing.
No mic.
Dope.
No mic. And
Dope.
sung her lungs out and did the
Dope.
rest of the piece a cappella. And super respect to her, man.
Yeah.
Damn,
Super respect.
That's dope.
So
Yeah, the
how'd
thing
you
with that street promotions, man. Once your name get out and the word gets out that you the dude in the city, you get all kinds of work.
Yeah, at
Right.
least
For
at
me,
least during those times, because you
yeah.
got to think back then too. It's like the whole thing of social media is like people had an opportunity to show you like they're doing a thing. Where back then that didn't exist,
Right.
so people only went off of word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right. So 100% of my business came from word of mouth. It wasn't a website to promote, wasn't none of that shit. People call and say,
Right.
I need this done here. Who
Yeah.
can do it? And they say that guy.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
was the same for me. I did good work for that label, and they ventured out. I ended up promoting for Shaq, his first album, all of that shit.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a lot of bum ass shit we did too, but it's some of the easiest money you can make when you think about it. But it was different times.
Yeah.
And it's you don't even really see that now.
Yeah. No,
there's no reason to see it now. It's just so different now. But how did you last so long? Because it got to a point for me where it ended up being a wild goose chase. Like every project I would get, and I had to turn down a lot of shit. Did you have that experience?
At a certain point in time, but it really wasn't that bad. I think once people understood what the rate was, if they ain't have it, they ain't holler.
Right.
So it really wasn't folks knew, all right, if you call that dude, you gotta
have your paper right.
You got it. So it actually wasn't really a lot, at the end. But I think, man, just I sustained being in the right place during the time where people were trying to do things in Atlanta, but they didn't necessarily have a lot of contacts in Atlanta. They didn't necessarily understand the city. And also they were trying to reach a demographic here that nobody else was really reaching. Like there's a lot of other, a lot of other companies, agencies, whatever, to do what they do. But if you were trying to reach, you were trying to reach the real and the raw, the underground, the hip hop connoisseurs, the sneaker culture of the city, you trying to reach those things, it just became, I was the go-to guy, one of them at least.
Right.
And it just, led to a lot of opportunities, and a lot of them were so good, I ain't even had to want to turn them down.
Right.
But yeah, it was a lot of good work, but it was also, understanding the business as well, because that's what helped me understand music more, and how not to get jerked and all those different things. Like you see labels, sending you stuff on other people's budgets and the whole nine. So
it shows you a lot.
Yeah, it shows you a lot. So you get a bigger understanding for the learnings, and you deal with a lot of those people who cut the checks as well.
Yeah.
So you understand how to communicate with them.
Yeah, no doubt.
You understand those things, which become super valuable.
Yeah, right. I think the highlight for me was at one point we were doing weekly calls.
Yeah.
The label would call each rep from each city
Yep.
and we get on and report, and that was just mind blowing, eye opening for me.
Yeah.
It was some dope shit to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to see how different cats do it in their city.
Yeah.
Versus how you do it. It might be the same. It might be totally different. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, it's effective. You find out what's coming your way that week, what's being shipped out, blah, 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 payday, all of that. It was just a dope time for me. I loved it.
And those dudes were those dudes in their city. And for me, like just what you said, those conference calls, that's how I built up that network.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can call cats in Philly, DC, Chicago, New York, and hadn't even been there, hadn't even had a chance to venture there.
And
but
you got somebody.
Yeah, you got somebody there that you building with,
Just
and they
like
do
that.
what you do. And a lot of those cats were DJs,
Yeah.
or if they weren't, DJs
knew
was their
them.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was they. It's certain people now they call it out there influencers.
Yeah.
They're like, these motherfuckers are my friends. Like these
Yeah.
these are our folks. So
You talk about knowing the DJs or you they mans. It wasn't nothing like having that Slum Village vinyl when it came out.
Man,
and I was
fantastic.
I was the only one that had that shit. Dude, such great times. Marketing for you. I want to talk to you about the verse a day that you've been doing. The main question I had about that was, with that level of activity, what type of stuff is coming into your inbox, your DMs, come to your doorstep, ringing your phone? What's that been like for you?
God is good than a motherfucker. The reality of the situation that I have come to know based solely on my experiences, which is why me and KAOS are where we at right now, is that it's literally been 365 days since I started this campaign. It was October last year. And in that time, I have garnished the notoriety of quite a few people. Anderson .Paak follows me. Erykah Badu follows me. Carrie Hilson follows me. Cujo Goody, Gip Goody. I've been cool with Bone Crusher. But
Snoop?
DJ Cool. No, Snoop does not follow me, but Warren G does. Like I built that from Snoop gave me a repost, but he does not follow me yet. Nick Cannon reached out to my inbox about auditioning for Wildin' Out, which was a wonderful learning experience for me. But ultimately, the thing that sets everybody apart from everyone else at this particular stage in the game is what you are capable of manufacturing and producing on your own to show that you are a viable entity in whatever it is that you do.
Okay.
So now is product time. Now is service time. What services do you provide? What products do you create? How do you monetize them? How do you separate yourself from just everybody else that says that they do music, rap, whatever?
Right.
So now it is the show improve point of the game, which is why next week we got that project dropping out.
November
but
8th.
It's all been about, as it was put to me, I've garnished about 20,000 followers in a year strictly and solely off lyricism. I'm not taking pictures of my ass propped up on the sink. I don't have like a big sock stuffed in my drawers with a G-string on. So I'm not selling sex when I be, on Instagram. Like I'm selling the essence of who I am. So when people are following, they are genuinely following because they like lyricism. They like the subject matter. They like the social commentary. They like the witty rejoinders. They like the metaphors. Definitely the hats. People love the hats.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, man. 20,000 followers in 1 year organically.
That shit ain't shabby, man.
And
That's crazy.
I don't ask nobody to follow. I don't tell nobody to repost. It's all literally word of mouth.
Yeah, and you see what was happening the past week or two, right? Instagram's really cracking down on all the fake followers and shit like that.
Oh yeah, like
are they really
big time?
Like
big time.
If there's a bunch of bots or whatever, and the bots get disconnected, you'll see yourself lose like 10 or something followers at once, and you're like, damn, I lost like 15 followers. It's because somewhere it was a bunch of fake sites or whatever. And
yeah, they're really cracking down on that shit.
That's what's up.
That's dope, man.
But
I'm sure a lot of people are sad about that.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
You know how many people's money's getting fucked up right now because of that shit? A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, it is.
When'd you figure out that shit was popping?
wait a minute. Well, let's go back because I'm not the type of nigga to walk around and need people to tell me that my soft dick is big. Like, just call it what it is. I only bring it out when it's big, but at the same time, I don't want my integrity to be compromised by my ego. And a lot of these people, egos get inflated by these social media demonstrations. So all these extra bots and extra likes, it's not real. It's not genuine. If you got 25 million followers, but then you only get 100 likes on a picture or a video, then it's like, yo, how
somebody just talking about
what sense does it make to have that? Like, I got Louis Vuittons on, but I need you to give me bus fare. It don't make sense. Why? Somehow we got to learn to balance this out. And if this is a testament to bringing balance to the force, then so be it.
Yeah, no doubt. Exactly. I'm with that for sure.
Because
we never wanted to go that route, right? We ain't never been into that shit.
No. I mean, if you see any episode, for sure, that looks off, then it was someone else that plugged it into the matrix to try and
we ain't do that shit.
I tell all the time, I say, hey, bitch, don't fake your orgasms for me.
Right.
I hate that drink,
man. KAOS, what's up with the movies and pictures shit, man?
Man,
I want to get into that a little bit.
Trying to get people who listen to this show to do some shit that they probably don't want to do. And that's run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I started a run club 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. It's called Movers and Pacers, and we're in ATL. We run twice a week, and really, why I started it was just after the homie Jax passed away. I think that was a wake up call for me to just say like, yo, I need to get a little more healthier, eat better, need to exercise, all that, and that's just kind of where it started and where it came from, and was just avoiding the city kind of at the time, and but yeah, do it to try to get all of us, DJs, MCs, whoever, just the whole city in general, just get folks more active, man, off the couch and get out there and then get some activity in your life. So,
so how do you get plugged into that?
Say that again.
How do you get plugged into that?
Like, just show up.
Okay.
Yeah. We if anybody want to run Movers and Paces on IG.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all the info on there. You just got to pull up.
Yeah, I want to run.
Yeah, pull up, bring your running shoes. Let's go.
I got it. Health is the new black.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. Nah, that shit important, man.
No doubt.
KAOS, I don't like to run. I played basketball in high school, and our conditioning was running cross country.
This is shit though, Meeks. Like, I don't like to either. I think that's the shit people get.
Are you serious?
I don't. I'm not a runner per se. Like, I ain't grew up running. I grew up hooping just like you. Like, I'm the same. So, and that's the whole point of it. And that's what I tell people. Like, people always say, I don't like running. Well, shit, I don't neither. But I do this shit every fucking week. Like, I make sure I get out and do this.
That's what's up.
Whether you like working out or not, it's like, yo, you need to exercise.
Well, right. There is yoga, nigga.
No, I'm good, man.
You don't have to run. This is alternative.
Nah, I'm good.
But I was getting my drink, but I heard you mention Jack's name, and it's also because of Jack's I had to get my activity together too, because I suffer from that same thing, that high blood pressures in our community or whatever. I thought it was my food intake. Turns out it's just stress. But I'm working on that. I'm getting close to relieving all of that very soon.
No, it's
but the activity thing is big. You got to do it. You can't be. I mean, you just can't sit on your ass and think you're gonna live forever.
Nah, and it's been like this, thing people don't want to talk about in hip hop or our community or whatnot. But I'm just at the point where I'm seeing folks be losing. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's a lot of it. It's too much, actually.
We done lost legends. Like, we done lost legends from just health. So, I'm just trying to. The same thing with the music. Like, what you make is like, hey, you can listen to this, but hey, we got this as well. It's the same thing for why I created that. It's like, it's tons of parties in Atlanta. You can go get turned up every fucking night. Like, it's a ton of things to do and have fun and party the whole nine, but it's not a lot of places where for free, you could just come and get active and come with a group of people that look like you, listen to the music you do, and they understand you understand them. So that's all it's about, man.
That's dope. What else you guys working on?
More music.
All right.
Oh man,
more music.
Well,
4 Hours album.
I'm actually glad you asked, Mr. Doe.
All right, let's hear it.
Because Ultra Beast is not just a group, it's a collective.
Collective, for sure.
Okay. Ultra Beast United is a movement. It's an agency. It's a corporation that actually looks out for the best interests of the artist, because we are artists and we've been raped, for lack of better terms, before. So we now like to set up some type of foundation, a platform that will allow artists who've been hurt or are even timid about, coming out to the forefront, to express themselves in the way that they feel most suitable and not have the concerns of the predatorial music industry with the business being set up the way that it is.
The game all bad. We're just trying to provide that balance, man.
Some good game.
But like Ford said, man, it's a collective. We got a lot of good things coming, God willing, and it's albums from both of us. It's more Ultra Beast music. It's music from some other artists who pulling into the fold. So we're just trying to, just like you guys do with the show.
Yeah.
You made it a commitment, and you guys are super consistent. It's the same thing. It's Ford, showed me that last year when I came back, and you did the first day, and just seeing that joint pop off, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna do this every single day. I'm gonna do this every single week, and seeing that consistency and how it paid off, and how it helped build, some things, and it's just applying that to what we're doing, and we just hope the people out there, able to galvanize it, share it with others, so we can get this to spread. I always tell people making music the easy part.
Yeah,
getting it out there and doing all other shit. Is the tricky part. You want an album? We give you the album tomorrow. Like that's make music. That's easy.
I tell you one thing that's crazy about the show that's made me realize is how much time I've wasted over the years. Because even with all the shit that we have going on, right? Like you and me personally, we have kids and jobs and all this shit, and we still do this. We spend a lot of time on this shit every week, right? Like from just going through the music to preparing for the interviews to, shit, every Sunday or Monday night is a fucking endeavor, right? Meeks drives in 45 minutes to an hour out here, drives 45 minutes to an hour back home. 5th year anniversary coming up in January.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
congrats.
Like, goddamn, like, how much fucking time have I wasted? Like,
no, it's not how much time no time has been wasted. Now it's about what more do you have to do to get this to the next level of evolution, to where you can either monetize it, franchise it, or do something that makes it to where it's worth your while, then continued endeavors.
For sure.
So where I was going to go with that is it's been interesting having conversations with people that say, I can never make a commitment like that, or I don't know how you do this, or I don't know how you do that.
You married, right?
What's that? I am. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know how I do this shit.
Absolutely.
but
it was new to me. Now I'm not married, so I'm like, yo, how do you? Jesus, every day.
But on the flip side of that, like we keep running into these weird, just kind of stories coming from people that are fans of the show. That talk to us about like things that they're doing now, because they're like random shit, right? Like someone's learning how to ride a unicycle now because they're like, I know that's a stretch.
No, that's my type of talk. Yeah, keep going.
Big shout to my good friend Joe, who's riding a unicycle now because he found out I'm doing the show, and he realized that. Like, life doesn't have to stop because, it's, your job and kids, and that's all there is to life, right? Like, you can be 42 or however old we all are, and you can still learn new things and do new things, and it doesn't have to stop there. So that's been, like, really super, enlightening and refreshing just to see, people responding to that. 4 Eyes, you probably had the same thing with the freestyle a day, right? I'm sure you've gotten some stories about people being inspired by the run you've had with that.
I want to name my album Unicycle.
Hey, man.
You got to give credit.
Do that shit.
Dude. First of all, that's just a word in itself. That like everybody got a bike. Everybody even knows what a bike is. But unicycle, like even when you say unicycle, that's like, yo.
It don't even make you think about the motorized one.
Exactly. Like
some strictly Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey shit.
Throwback handlebar mustache, big, like like.
Well, you know what the wildest shit was is when he told me that story, I was like, how do you even begin to learn how to ride?
No.
Unicycle?
Go back. Why? Why do you even want to know how to ride a unicycle?
I know, but it's just
how long
I
has
could
that
do the
been in-
how. Why?
I just
That's
wanted to do
real.
something different,
That's real. That's
right?
crazy.
Not be stuck in that rut, man.
That's why I like the name or the word so
Right.
much. It just don't. It sounds wrong to even say it publicly. Like, yo, how'd you get here? Unicycle? Nigga, what?
What?
So, yo, man, just don't say that out loud no more. Okay.
Yo, releases strictly digital.
For now, yeah.
Y'all gonna make a physical run at some point.
We gonna see, man. Depend on how the people talking.
Okay.
But yeah, now we coming out the gate digi. This will be the first time join on all platforms.
Okay.
So excited for that. And then like I said, we got more things. We got more and more things.
There's
All right, beautiful.
so many things.
All right, so let's rattle off album details, Instagram, Twitter handles, where they can go support, all that.
Yeah, catch us IG, Ultra Beast United. Online, ultrabeastunited.com. Same on Facebook. Twitter is Ultra Beast ATL. Album is called United. Drops November 8th. Production from Drugs, E. Jones, Illustrate, Don Cannon, Beat Miners, Spitzwell. Guest appearances from Punchline, Wordsworth, Greatness is Easy, Alexander Blaine, Number 2.
And Headcrack from
And
the Ricky
Headcrack.
Smiley Morning Show.
Absolutely.
What up,
It's 8 joints. Runs 29 minutes long. Get your workout onto it.
yes, sir.
Strategically done.
Yeah.
And it's dope, man. We rocking with it, man. And we want the folks to hear it and we want y'all to rock with it as well, man. It's good beats and good rhymes.
All right.
No doubt.
Beautiful. 4 Eyes, what about you, man? Instagram handles, Twitters, where can people send you money?
Ooh, I
Shit like that.
I like
Ooh,
Buddy.
Throw the Cash App out.
Quick.
Well, my Versaday campaign, which was every day, has now just been condensed to every Friday. And you can check that out on my Instagram, which is ITZ, the number 4, IZE_. It's 4 eyes _ and just 4 IZE in the Twitter, 4 IZE in the Facebook, 4 IZE in the YouTube. And you can get the videos, the interviews, the Versaday freestyles. It's all there readily available. And it's like KAOS said, ultrabeastunited.com, the website. Get the album, download, make a donation. We got merchandise coming soon. Any videos, everything that we got as far as our latest and the greatest and where we will be making appearances, it's all going to be there. That's the house. Ultra Beast United.
Beautiful.
That's what's up.
There it
All right,
is.
y'all.
All right.
Thank y'all for coming through.
Gentlemen.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Appreciate
Good
y'all,
times.
man.
The God.
Absolutely.
We are the God.
Yes, sir. All right. So if you need to hear joints from the album, this is going to drop on a Thursday. It's not going to be out yet. We're going to rock some exclusives on episode 229.
You better know it.
All right. So we're going to drop some joints there.
Yeah.
Then make sure you cop the album on November 8th.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it is.
Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beast.
Man, we
House.
appreciate y'all, man.
Thank
4
you.
Eyes.
Hey,
All right, man.
Mr. Eddie Meeks, have you ever seen Rick and Morty episode with the Mr. Meeseeks?
I have not. And I'm not. I know about Rick and Morty, but I feel like my daughters watch a lot of dumbass shit
Hey,
on TV, so I had to tap into my full dad mode and be like, "You're rotting your brains with that type of shit." I mean, I can't get into it.
I get it. But look me deep into my pupils when I tell you, once you fuck that bitch, you will appreciate that vagina.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. Look here. Look at me. Here.
Fucked a lot of
Serious.
this.
Look at me.
I am
I see
your
it.
captain now.
I see it.
I am your captain
I
now.
just the only response I
Look at
have
me.
to that is fucked a lot of bitches. My appreciation for vagina is at an all-time low right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's just a phase I'm going through. Right, I'm gonna be all right.
That's cool.
I'm gonna be all right.
You're in daddy mode, so you got to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
Ricky.
I got you
Rick and Morty
Rick and
season
Morty.
4 advocate.
No doubt.
And with that, I think I just snorted. With that,
Somebody did.
twice a week Meeks, twice a week Dose,
Southern Vanguard Radio, man. South in your motherfucking mouth, man.
We on
Don't
the
even
guard.
play with it.
We out.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.